Good morning. Today, my mind went back and forward about publicity, about commercials, about ads. I was thinking about it when companies resort to these tactics in order to sell their products, at least try. But I once heard someone saying, you know, if you resort to ads, it means your product sucks. Because if it was good, you didn't need ads. People will gravitate towards it naturally. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of truth to that. By the way, truth is happening. Truth is happening. Truth isn't something that you put in a box or has an expiration date. No, truth is constantly happening. Yeah? So, companies resort to publicity. It's a type of sorcery. It's full of sigils, talismans. If it's a video, then it has music, possibly, and highly suggestible, you know, images and people in it. They're all laughing, you know. You know how they are always, with this big laugh in their face, which is not normal for a human to be, happy like that. I mean, temporarily, like seconds, you can be like that, but not all the time. That's crazy. I once saw a podcast, someone was interviewing someone else, and the whole, I think, 60 minutes, both of them had a smile in their face. And I'm like, that's not normal. That's not humanly possible. Clearly, they were what? Using a mask. They were wearing a mask, pretending to be happy and shit, and talking about some nonsense, and I don't know, like in the ads that are highly goofy. You look at them, this is goofy, but ads have a purpose to penetrate your mind. Well, most people don't need, that much, insistence. That don't need that much, um, uh, thrust, because their minds are opened anyway. They're open and highly suggestible to everything, like, truthers. They read something and they're immediately possessed. Oh my God, this is the truth, the only truth. I'm born again, and, that sort of thing. The healthy way is, to have a guard, your mind being opened just a little bit, but someone at the door filtering everything, right? Anyway, I was thinking publicity, and then I thought YouTubers are constantly complaining they got demonetized because of something they've said. And I was like, maybe it's ad companies or, you know, the companies who want to sell the products that don't want to be associated with the things you support, the things you say, the things support, enabled, things that you are, for, and so they want distance from you and they disable ads. And I'm like, that could be it, but no, at the same time, it isn't. I think they are quite, superficial in that aspect. They care about quantity, not quality. They don't care who the publicity goes, left or right, quote unquote, of the spectrum. They wanted to go the farthest possible, and they're not cherry picking, ads. or ad companies. No, I think who's behind this type of control is actually the establishment that owns the platform. You see, the establishment that owns the platform is using capitalism because when you monetize your channel, you are a capitalist, you know, and they're using capitalism to try to police what you say. It's a form of control. They're using money to police your speech patterns, to police your thoughts. At least it's a try, you know. In my platform, you're gonna have to behave and respect the current thing. If you don't, you're demonetized. If it really goes, into the extreme, they might ban your videos. I mean, it's very common. I sometimes get, videos deleted from years ago, and I'm like, what? I said something wrong a year ago, maybe against the current thing. Um, Back, I don't know, years ago, it wasn't relevant, but the current thing changed, and these people are obsessed with the retroactive, they call it. So whatever reality was a year ago, it has to conform what reality is now. Weird, weird, you know. So yeah, I think people get demonetized because it's the establishment that owns the platform, tries to control their speech patterns, control their mind, control what can say, what they can't say in their platform, and they're using capitalism to do so. And when it gets extreme, they literally just ban the video or ban the content creator themselves. Sometimes these channels they go for reapproval. There's a period of reapproval, and they get their monetization back, but they have to, recant what they said, and kneel, bend the knee, and say, "Oh, you mighty, powerful platform, I will obey you. Just put me back on the payroll." You know, because some people, they just abandon school, they abandon their mainstream job, and become, content creators. And some of them are quite good at the things they do, but then you have to play the game. You have to play by the rules dictated by the totalitarians. They don't care about the truth. Totalitarianism is when the lines between truth and lies just blend, and there's no truth and no lies, and what it is the will of the ideology. you know so anyway, I'm going to read some lines from Dr. Ian McGilchrist. Dr. Ian said, capitalism and bureaucracy drains our vitality. Capitalism trivializes, disregards the preciousness of all things that it exploits and helps to destroy. Capitalism thrives on aggressive competition and in discontent. It promotes atomism and unrest. Atomism is soul denying, the whole, space and moon landings, and the world is made of atoms and everything came from nothing. So let's focus on capitalism, which is all about materialism and consumerism. Let's focus on pleasuring, the senses. That's what it's all about. Let's spend. Let's be opulent. Care for no expense, that sort of thing. Spare no expense. I think that's the expression. Spare no expense. And unrest, I mean, it promotes nihilism and all that stuff. So I see capitalism, with its cousins. The closest cousins of capitalism are communism, socialism, Marxism. They are just theories on how to do capitalism. I think in the beginning, capitalism, when it was, implemented, it didn't work. Actually, people went bankrupt and start jumping off buildings and stuff. It only actually launched and successfully functioned when war happened. And we've been in a war vicious, circle ever since. I mean, so then Dr. Ian says bureaucracy wastes our creativity. Bureaucracy wastes our freedom and our time, which is, in my opinion, one of the highest forms of currency, time. Yeah. I think closest to time is lead, if you catch my drift. That's also a form of currency. It wastes our life. Technocracy, you know, wastes our life. It's designed to waste our life. Too many details, too many, bullshit, too blah, 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 blah. When you want to talk to someone about a problem, nowadays, nobody fixes any problem. They send you to another person, then they send you to an automatic, AI responder, and then blah 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 blah. Hours later, you still haven't, resolved your problem. In the past, people had accountability. You phoned them and you said, "This is the problem. Can you fix it?" They would answer, "I'll try my best. I'll see what I can do," and that's it. But nowadays, nobody's there on the other side of the line. And it's becoming absurd. No accountability, too much bureaucracy. Anyway, I mean, it's a mixture of capitalism and bureaucracy when, for instance, the automobile industry becomes so diluted that the vehicles who were supposed to last, at least, I don't know, a lifetime, now they are like all the other, appliances for the kitchen and for the house. They have an expiration date, and they are meant to last 1, 2, 3 years. A car nowadays is meant to last 10 years, and after that it just collapses. What they want is for you to buy a new one. They don't want to fix it. They don't want things to be fixable anymore. And it's a mixture of capitalism and bureaucracy, you know. And if you want to talk to someone in charge, "Hey, why is broken? I need to be fixed." They just redirect you in a cul-de-sac, bore you to death, waste your time. You're not going to get your money back, you know. It's broken, it's broken. Buy another one and shut up. And just to improve, to augment the selling of products. Consumerism. So, I think I'm gonna stop talking now. Tell me what you guys think. Have a nice day.